Now for the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden Studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Bisons of Orlando. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Ready? Let's go, let's go, let's go! Ready, ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
This 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. But Charles, you look at this offense, they're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that we'd all have some concern because, you know, a rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6 or 7 seed and had to go on the road and play in a hostile environment. What if it was cold outside? But here you got a guy who's been solid all year, led them to all those wins, #1 seed. I think they have unquestioned belief in it. They also feel like they have a responsibility to help carry him along as well.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, his first throw of this playoff matchup is intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Now Cunningham. Oh, his first throw of this playoff matchup is intercepted. Down the right sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cunningham looking to throw. That's complete to Turner. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A play fake. Now Cunningham. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit. And he gets a small gain on the play.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point forthcoming. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. Right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Samuel. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
On the give, here's Robinson. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Again, it's Robinson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Here we go.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Cunningham. That one complete out to Dotson. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And now an audible here into something else.
70 Rangers.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. That is caught. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Back to the ground with Robinson. And room there to work it inside the 25. Now 2nd and 3. Handoff now to Robinson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, it's Cunningham. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Perfectly, and knocked it free.
3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Now Cunningham. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And here he'll get it down to the 7. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And his kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. He'll return it from the 6. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop it. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group was not playing well at all here in the first half.
Here's Cunningham. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And in incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And now they'll shift things around. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you crosstown to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Cunningham to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they... And now off to the races down the right side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., 72 yards. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Daxton Hill picks it off. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Robinson, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. Charles, I think you and I both agree these guys were outplayed in that first half, and the scoreboard reflected that, but they've come out since halftime. They've looked like a different team.
And it makes you wonder what was said and done in that locker room, because they've made some nice adjustments and they're executing better. I think they got some fiery guys on that sideline that had a few things to say at the half, and now they've come out with a vengeance.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 5. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Add one, tell me one.
And now the rookie's free. And touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Bisons have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. You talk about rookies having big statistical years. He had a boatload of these in the regular season, more than one per game, and now he has his first here in the playoffs.
And it shows off his big play ability, too, because we saw this quite a bit in college, and it's certainly continued here at the next level. Another explosive play for a guy who's made them all season long.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This is Samuel.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Robinson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Robinson with another carry.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll run this one right with Robinson. They juked him. 144 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Robinson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now they'll audible to something else.
18.
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. A give left side to Robinson. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly. Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Hustle.
Now Samuel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 2.
Unlock Lions.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
On 3rd and 2, Cunningham. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That pass caught by McLaurin. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. The Cunningham's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Robinson on a give right side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. Out route here, he finds Turner. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll run here with Robinson. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their 1st. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 4. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And they'll run it here. Down the sideline he goes. And finally marked down at the 23. A big pickup of 38.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. A 154 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Here's 2nd down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down. Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go.
Yeah, as I said, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. kick is good. Well, sometimes you get a mismatch in these divisional round games. Not here. This has been everything we could have hoped for.
Okay, Brandon, don't get mad at me, but it's time for the old cliche.
Bring it.
Neither of these teams deserves to lose, but in the end, it's looking like the late field goal is going to be the difference in this game.
That's a good cliche. We'll let that one go. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Washington moving on.